Good morning. My name is Miss Boynton. I'm the fourth grade teacher at the Willow School. Welcome to Morning Gathering. This morning I want to talk to you about our virtue of the month, wisdom. So anytime that we have a new virtue, I like to define the virtue because it helps me to think about it and it helps me reflect upon it. So the virtue of this month is wisdom. So wisdom is defined as the ability to think and act using knowledge, experience, understanding, common sense, and insight. So wisdom is something that I think about on a regular basis because many people that I've met in my life have shared their wisdom with me, and by sharing their wisdom with me, they've helped me to grow as a person. So what I want to do is I want to introduce you to some important people that have shared their wisdom with me. But first of all, here's a picture of me in fourth grade. So you can just take a peek. That is me in the 80s, so that's why I'm dressed that way. But there are some really important people in my life that have really contributed and shared their wisdom with me. And so the first one I want to share with you, and before I get to that, this is also me in fourth grade with my fourth grade teacher, Mrs. Nemirsky. So Mrs. Nemirsky really helped shape me as a student. She shared her knowledge, she shared her wisdom with me and her insight, and really helped me learn how to be a student. And what I remember most about fourth grade that year was studying U.S. history and going to the Capitol and learning all about the history of Connecticut where I grew up, but also to be a good person. Another really important person that shared their wisdom with me in my life is my old neighbor. So my neighbor, her name is Grace, and Grace really taught me how to be a good person. She shared her compassion with me. She showed me kindness, and she really taught me about manners and how to be polite. And so the wisdom that she shared with me really helped shape me and help me grow as a person. And actually, my daughter's middle name is Grace, named after her. And the last person that has really shared their wisdom with me is my father. So this is a picture of my father. So my father is really knowledgeable. He has a lot of facts. He remembers everything that he's read, but he's also really supportive and encouraging. So what I want to do today is share a book with you, and this book is called The Rainbow Fish by Marcus Pfister. So I've been reading this book a lot to my daughter over the past several weeks, and so as I read this book, it made me really think about the rainbow fish and the rainbow fish's story. So this is a story many of you are familiar with. And the wisdom that the rainbow fish gets from some of the other characters in the story really shapes who he is as a person. And so as I read the story, I want you to think about the character that makes an impact in the rainbow fish's life and really shares their wisdom. So really shares their knowledge and experience and insight with the rainbow fish and really shapes the rainbow fish. A long way out in the deep blue sea, there lived a fish. Not just an ordinary fish, but the most beautiful fish in the entire ocean. His scales were every shade of blue and green and purple, with sparkling silver scales among them. So meet our fish. The other fish were amazed at his beauty. They called him Rainbow Fish. "Come on, Rainbow Fish," they would call. "Come and play with us." But the Rainbow Fish would just glide past, proud and silent, letting his scales shimmer. One day, a little blue fish followed after him. "Rainbow Fish," he called. "Wait for me. Please give me one of your shiny scales. They are so wonderful, and you have so many." So here's the little fish talking to Rainbow Fish. Think about what the Rainbow Fish is going to say. "You want me to give me one of my special scales? "Who do you think you are?" cried the rainbow fish. "Get away from me." Shocked, the little blue fish swam away. He was so upset, he told all his friends what had happened. From then on, no one would have anything to do with the rainbow fish. They turned away when he swam by. So think about how rainbow fish might be feeling. What good were the dazzling, shimmering scales with no one to admire them? Now he was the loneliest fish in the entire ocean. One day, he poured out his troubles to the starfish. "I really am beautiful. Why doesn't anybody like me?" "I can't answer that for you," said the starfish. "But if you go beyond the coral reef to a deep cave, you will find the wise octopus. Maybe she can help." So, here is the wise octopus. So before I read that, let's think of what the wise octopus can share with the rainbow fish. The rainbow fish found the cave. It was very dark inside, and he couldn't see anything. Then suddenly, two eyes caught him in the glare, and the octopus emerged from the darkness. "I have been waiting for you," said the octopus with a deep voice. "The waves have told me your story. This is my advice. Give a glittering scale to each of the other fish. You will no longer be the most beautiful fish in the sea, but you will discover how to be happy." So, the octopus is really sharing his wisdom, but really it's up to rainbow fish to decide whether or not he takes his advice. "I can't," rainbow fish started to say, but the octopus had already disappeared into a dark cloud of ink. "Give away my scales, my beautiful shining scales? Never! How could I ever be happy without them?" Suddenly, he felt the light touch of a fin. The little blue fish was back. "Rainbow fish, please, don't be angry. I just want one little scale." The rainbow fish wavered. Only one very, very small, shimmery scale. He thought, well, maybe I wouldn't miss just one. Carefully, the rainbow fish pulled out the smallest scale and gave it to the little fish. Thank you very much," the little blue fish bubbled playfully as he tucked the shiny scale in among his blue eyes. A rather peculiar feeling came over the rainbow fish. For a long time, he watched the little blue fish swim back and forth with his new scale glittering in the water. So the rainbow fish really listened to the wisdom that the octopus offered. The little blue fish whizzed through the ocean with his scale flashing, so it didn't take long before the rainbow fish was surrounded by the other fish. Everyone wanted a glittering scale. The rainbow fish shared his scales left and right, and the more he gave away, the more delighted he became. When the water around him filled with glimmering scales, he at last felt at home among the other fish. Finally, the rainbow fish had only one shining scale left. His most prized possessions had been given away, yet he was very happy. "Come on, rainbow fish," they called. "Come play with us." "Here I come," said the rainbow fish, and happy as a splash, he swam off to join his friends. So the rainbow fish took the advice of the octopus, and it really helped him, it really changed him, and it really shaped him. He is now happy and he has friends. So something that I want everyone to think about is that we all have wisdom, whether we are the small little fish, the octopus, or we're the rainbow fish. And that throughout our lives, we'll meet people that share their wisdom with us. And when they share that wisdom with us, it really helps us to grow. But at the same time, too, we can share our wisdom with others. We've had a lot of different experiences in our life. We've met a lot of wonderful people who have taught us and guided us. And so we are able to share our wisdom with others. And whether you are in 4th grade, or whether you are a grandparent or a teacher, you all have wisdom to share. And so the octopus's wisdom really helped the rainbow fish. And so that's just something I want you to think about, is wisdom and how that can really be shared with others and not just held to yourself. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day, and that I hope you enjoyed the story, The Rainbow Fish. Signing off, Miss Boynton. Take care.